Good morning, boomers. Subscribe, like, post notification bell, ding ding. It's the voice of the blockchain. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto, thank you for kapumping and kabooming in. We're seeing somewhat of a market recovery, or are we going to see more blood? We're going to be discussing the markets today after Luna, UST, and the entire crypto markets are getting clapped. Okay, complete clappage. Now we're seeing some green, but I believe this is a dead cat bounce. That's what I'm saying. In my opinion, I'm not your block father, although maybe I should be. Make sure you touch the buttons for me. The like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here every single day. Shout out to the Meta Maniacs. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me check out the chat. And good morning, Jason Newberry. Good morning to all the boomers out there. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's getting sleepy out here as the market continues to bleed out. But you know what I've noticed too? The actual views for the videos are a little bit more than they were before. And that could be because there's less competition for the champ right now on the tubes. There's not as many crypto videos being published. Maybe. Or they want to tune into an OG that's been in the fields for a while. 5 years plus out here. We've seen a handful of these market crashes. Although I will admit, this one's a bloody one. This one is a bloody one. A lot of people negatively impacted by this UST Luna complete meltdown. And there is lessons to be learned that I'm sure that the OGs already knew and they were already aware of. But some of the new NFT bros, the new meta maniacs are learning. Don't throw all your chips on something. It doesn't matter if it's corporate backed and it looks shiny. It could still get clapped. I'm reminded of Iron Finance. Remember that one? Iron Finance. In fact, it was a rumor that Mark Cuban was buying in. They had somewhat of an algorithmic stable coin as well. And overnight, they crashed as well. This was on Matic at one point. I think they had a few billy locked up and it went down quickly, and that project completely got clapped. Now, it wasn't on a scale similar to Luna, but either, the point I'm trying to make is that it could all go down, even if it's associated with what appears to be legit corporate interest and or not. That's the point I'm trying to make. And then you got, on the other hand, things that don't look legit, meme-ish, and kind of funny bunny. Those things sometimes keep going. Okay, so you never know, and that's the point I'm trying to make all week here. Things in crypto are not always what they seem. And rather than be a hater and be a crypto cuck or a crypto Karen, always trying to find the flaw in things, you're better off getting exposure to the new up-and-coming projects, but not being overexposed. Okay, you got to go out in the sun every day, but if you got to put up all this sunscreen just so that you could stay out there the whole day, you're being out there too long. Okay, we want frequent exposure, but we don't want to be overexposed. Okay, your skin will tell you when you've been out there in the sun too long. If you got to put on sunscreen, you've been on too long. Go out there once you start heating up a little bit. Once it gets, you get your vitamin D in, you may want to take your profits and go back inside and rest a little bit until the next cycle where you can go back in. Shout out to Corporate McMahon. I see you. Jason Newberry, I see you guys. Drop a comment on the champ. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Brother Champ, again with hard truth and survival tips on the fatal crypto trenches. Kaboom. You know it, guys. I mean, it's a bloodbath out there. And I can't say I have all the answers. I've gotten clapped as well. I'm sitting here, as an OG, and my portfolio is down at least, I would say about 50%, at least. Okay, I mean, everybody's gotten clapped. Okay, people out there acting like they didn't get clapped, that's a joke. That's not true. And almost everybody got clapped. Now, did you get clapped 95%? Hopefully not. Okay, I'd rather be Rambo in the crypto war than a skinny, sticky, weak Vitalik. Well, I mean, Vitalik ain't so bad though, because he has a lot of knowledge, and and that's a resource. That's a weapon in itself. But physically, he's not always there. Sold my ape thanks to your video yesterday. Only BTC and ETH for me. Sol as the only alt. Ape is doing all right. It's back up a little bit more today, but I think that, while we're seeing a lot of green today, in my opinion, it is a dead cat bounce. Bitcoin is still below 30 the last time I checked, or somewhere in and around 30. And let's face it, guys, until BTC swings back around and things get positive, there's little reason for the altcoins to continue to rally. You're going to see, a sell-off. If something sells off 50, 60%, it hits a bottom. Of course, it's going to rebound somewhat. It may even rebound 20, 30, 40%, but I expect some more downward pressure on all of the altcoins. All of the altcoins. Now, if you are interested in swing trading and ready to get in and out, this is a great opportunity to buy blood and then sell green. Yesterday was obviously a great opportunity to buy up some blood. Today is a great opportunity to sell that blood. I don't think that it's wise to sit on these altcoins for, the short to midterm here to see what's going to happen. I don't know. But on the other hand, if you're willing to get comfy and you're willing to hold for the long gun, this is an excellent time to start DCAing, because I do think that it will swing back around. Champ, would you buy some Luna for chump change? It's actually not a scam. Could it make 10x or 20x high risk, high reward, or would you skip it totally? I would, as far as Luna, I'm not interested. I wasn't interested before, and I'm less interested now. Yes, there is an argument to be made that, it may put on some weight and may go from a penny back to 2, 3, 4, 5 cents. I don't know, but what I just saw yesterday, Poison Elf posted in the Discord, they completely stopped the blockchain. Okay, someone else posted in our Discord this morning as well, Fat General, that now a company by the name of GAM, a Swiss asset manager, is in negotiation to try to bail out Terra Luna. But, here's the way I look at it. There's potential downside and then there's potential upside. The potential downside and the potential upside, like, how much more is the upside compared to the downside? Like, look, there's plenty of reasons for it to go up a little bit, but there's also a lot of reasons for it not to. I mean, it's already kind of dead in the water, right? Will it recover? I don't know. I'm just not interested in trying to hang around with something that just failed. I don't want to hang around losers. I don't want to be around the losers, even though that loser may put on a 1, 2, 3. I just don't want to be associated with a loser right now. And right now, Luna is a loser. UST is a loser, and that's a fact. So I'm not necessarily interested in dealing with the losers. There is some meat on the bones. Listen, if you would have gotten in, look at Anchor, for instance. Anchor's a great example, completely dip, dived, and slide yesterday. And now they're up 98%. But here's the thing, a potential downside to potential upside. What's the upside? 1, 2, 3x. Okay, it's a potential upside, but what's the downside? The downside is like, it could be nothing. It could be zero. It could be non-existent. They just turned the Luna blockchain off the last time I checked. Poison Elf posted that in the Discord yesterday. Let me go ahead and pull up that Discord, that tweet. Directly from US Terra. Terra blockchain was officially halted at a block height of 760, whatever that block height is. But they halted the entire blockchain, which, again, halting a blockchain, I mean, would that ever happen with Bitcoin? I don't know. Like, if you can halt a blockchain, is it really decentralized? What are we dealing with here? Was it always was it always a glorified database? So, those are things you want to consider. If they could just halt the blockchain, you want to question its decentralization to begin with. And, I've seen similar things happen with Solana, that they've halted or paused the blockchain. So, those are red flags for the champ. Joe Kwan messed it up. I guess so. I mean, he was the one behind it. So, obviously, if it's your project, you're going to get blamed. I just don't know enough of the specifics. Obviously, I read about, BlackRock and Citadel and their alleged involvement with this. I'm not going to get so into the details. I rather just look at this and say, okay, what have we learned? And I necessarily haven't learned much, but it reinforces what I've learned in the past. Is that anything could happen in crypto. Absolutely anything. You can get a dog coin, a Shiba coin that goes to the moon. You can have a character like Richard Hart with a God complex winning in the crypto space. What looks like a fraudster, he's winning. So I don't know if that's, they're going to turn that off as well. I mean, look, the same thing goes for Pulse and Hex. One day that may reach its end. I don't know. Or it may keep going. The same thing with Bitcoin. Maybe one day it reaches its end. I don't know. But what we've, I think, confirmed here is that rather than being a hater and looking for the flaws in things and saying, hey, looking at it the opposite, saying, one of these things may take off. So instead of being a hater, maybe I should get exposed to these things, because you never know. One thing may take off on you. Don't be a hater is what I've learned. And while you're not being a hater, don't fall in love either. Don't fall in love with the Luna, or don't fall in love with the Hex or the Pulse or anything. And even with Bitcoin, for that matter, you got these Bitcoin maxis out there that they don't touch anything but BTC. And that's not the way to go either, So you have to be fluid. You got to be like water. Shout out to Bruce. That's my personal opinion. Again, there's probably meat on the bones if you do want to swing trade. That's not necessarily my cup of tea right now. But if you are swing trading, you bought the dip yesterday and you're up 20, 30, 40, 50% today, you may want to take it off the table and wait for the next dip. The market has more reason to go down than it does to go up at the moment, in my opinion. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Anchor is really booming. Steppen as well. Dot, Sand. Sandbox is one that, I think is going to be here to stay. I see recovery now. I was working on not seeing it. Damn, I stick to Bitcoin and ETH for now once we hit 2 trillion. Listen, I mean, when you have heavy sell-offs, you're going to have some bounces. We went down 60, 70%. Then we may see a bounce at 20, 30, 40%. But, what's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen by Monday? Is this thing going to keep rallying? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't. Okay, you got Phantom there at 38 cents. It's up 30%, but a 38 cents Phantom is kind of a weak Phantom, if you ask me. Okay, it kind of bottomed out, though. I was saying, Phantom definitely looked oversold yesterday. It was something that we identified. And while it was oversold, I'm not in the business of trying to time the bottoms and the tops. I'm not trying to do these little swing trades in one day to make 20%. I've done it before, and, there's definitely opportunity right now, but that's not the game I'm playing. Luna was hard. Many took their life, which when no one was talking about. Many lost life saving. A top 10 coin killed by. Yeah, that's, a lot of people were really believing in that. I don't know if, they took their life, or I don't know anything about that, or lost life saving, but I would assume that some people did throw a lot at it. As some people do, a lot of people ape into things, and that's the lesson learned, guys. You can't just throw the whole house at things. Sometimes you go all in, I get it, but you gotta, if you go all in and you lose it all, then it's on you, really. If you decide, okay, I'm going all in, and then the things don't pan out the way you expected, there it is. Core positions in Bitcoin, ETH, BNB, and small percentages in some alts. Yeah, I'm about the same. I'm just waiting to see if the tides change, and I don't think so. I'm gonna remain fairly still until I see Bitcoin kind of moving back around. So yeah, I expect, guys, the crypto recession. I do expect it to get more sleepy. I do expect sideways trading, which we haven't even seen yet. We haven't seen the market stabilize. Let's pull up Bitcoin. I've been talking about this in every single stream. I don't think we're out of the bear market until we see some stabilization in the price. We have not. Let's see a month, 21 days of us just trading sideways. Let's check out Bitcoin again. We got $30,000 Bitcoin. It's struggling there. Yeah, it bounced back It's up 6% today. It's nice to see, but in the greater scheme of things, it's down. Look at the 1 month. Yeah, it's up 6% today, but it's finally kind of bouncing back here after dumping all month. But are we going to go back and exceed the last high? I kind of doubt it. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, if you zoom in right here, it looks like I don't think we're going to crack this right here. Like this high here of 32, 33. Maybe we can. Maybe we hit that 33, 34, and then we go back down, But look, these support lines and these resistance lines, I'm going to have to redraw them. They've completely all been broken. Let me say that year to date. Yeah, we've dropped below this support line. Yeah, that's true, corporate. So many of these crypto influencers act as therapists now. It's hilarious. Many stop posting. Yeah. I mean, they need therapy too. It's tough, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's tough for the influencers that they're out there, every day talking to people, and things don't always go as things planned, as they planned. Where are they now? Some are not there. It is. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Slobo says, "Man, the bloodbath's been real, Warriors." Yeah, it is. It's a pretty bad bloodbath out there. Luckily, thankfully, we're not as negatively impacted as those that were in Luna because we never bit the bait. We never bit that bait. It wasn't attractive enough for an OG. It wasn't. The 17 APY, it wasn't. It was 20% APY. Like, yeah, it was definitely cool to have a bag there and hold it there, but it wasn't worth my time to start bridging over all these funds from EVM, from the Ethereum chains, just so that But at the other hand, that Luna did have a nice price appreciation, and maybe we could have rode that. I'm sure some people made gains. But yeah, I can't say that I knew it was happening. I can't say that. I can't say, oh, I saw it coming. No. But it wasn't attractive enough to me. A lot of people came into the chat and they were like, "Yo, champ, check out Luna. Look at the stable coin." And I did cover, Anchor. We've talked some about osmosis and whatnot. It just wasn't. It wasn't worth the risk to me. Just moving funds is a risk. Going to another blockchain, just pressing a button is a risk. Every time you click, there's a risk. So sometimes you win some, you lose some. Maybe I should have had a little bit of exposure to it. Maybe I would have made some gains there on the price appreciation of Luna. Ultimately, we just didn't bite that bait. And our condolences to those that did. We covered it and we said, hey, it was doing good. And, there was definitely triggering buy signals on the technicals, but as I covered, it wasn't really my cup of tea. It is what it is, guys. Yeah, and it is. I'm not saying it's going to be funny, but it's somewhat surprising. I am taking note of like all these influencers now that they're coming back out and they're acting like therapists or something, because they probably need therapy too. Things are not always what they seem. A lot of the people in crypto, they think that they're smart. A lot of people in crypto think that they're smart. And, not everybody's as smart as they think. Things are not always what they seem. I keep saying that. You never know. So, got to tread lightly. Shout out to Slowbos, Corporate McMahon, Passive Crypto, the rest of the Meta Maniacs. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you jump in the Discord. I will be doing the Gold Spades NFT drops. I'm taking my time with it, but we're ready to go, really. I have all the NFTs ready to rock. We had a couple whitelist giveaways going on over there in the Discord, and everybody holding the MOH Medal of Honor tokens will be able to mint first for free. Thinking of everyone calling for 20K, it might do the opposite. I don't know. There's a big possibility that it can go into the teens. I've said this from the very beginning. Once we went under 50,000, I said, look, guys, the big picture here is that it could go to the teens. That's one thing I do agree with, Richard Hart's prediction as far as like an 85% loss. I came to that conclusion on my own as well, that things can sell off 85% from its all-time high. So that's 65 or 60,000, whatever the all-time high was. it could lose 85%. It could dip back to the $11,000-$12,000. There might be an attack on stable coins. The NWA not sleeping on crypto. Beware, guys. Only Bitcoin cannot be touched. I think even Bitcoin can be touched, but it's the cornerstone of all crypto, and that it's the strongest brick. That's for sure. Now, as far as the regulations, the stable coins, this is all a setup for the CBDC, the central bank digital currency that the U.S. is going to roll out eventually. We've been calling it for years. We had someone there in the Discord dropping information about the new Swift banking system, ISO 2022 or some shit like that. Excuse me for my words. And that's something that's always been a threat, or something that's always been out there. But I do agree, Bitcoin is that cornerstone. This Gareth guy called 12K2. I don't know who Gareth is, but I think that the actual rock bottom is in the teens. Now, will we actually scrape the rock bottom? I don't know. But we started around here. Look at this boom. Okay, look at this boom. And I should start erasing these supports and resistance lines. But we started around here with the boom. So it could. You see this resistance right here at 19? We could probably touch that. And then this, where we started off, it kind of retraces where it started. It goes up and down, it kind of retraces, and then, starts trading sideways for a while. I'm looking for some sideways trading till September, let's say. If we can trade sideways, like around here, in the 20,000 range, somewhere in 20K range. And then, after some, because look at this chart here. This is nothing but volatility. Show me the sideways trading here. When have we traded sideways since the bull run? We haven't. Now look before the bull run. Look how much sideways trading. Look, this was the last bull run. Look at that bull run, right? A pump, a dump, and look how long it traded sideways before the next bull run. You see, bleeding out. Here we had a double top, so this is even a little bit more aggressive than the last bull run in a way. With two double tops here, this top and this top. We didn't see that last one. We had the second top didn't go as high. So there you go. So I would say, you can see here after this, from April 2018 till about October 2020. So you're looking at like 2 years of sideways trading. So yeah, I'm saying just a few months. This thing could be into 2024. Excuse me, into 2023. So we may not see a boom until maybe even next year. Now, one thing I do concede is that the crypto markets are the cycles come faster now. So what once took 2 years, maybe can unfold in 1 year perhaps. Luna has been printed to oblivion, same as the original USD. Yeah, I wouldn't try to touch that. Yeah, I'm sure there's a play there or whatever, but it's not for me. It's not for me. I'm focused on time in the market, not trying to time the market. Time in the market is better than timing in the market. And we have spent some time in this market. That's for sure. Yeah, 1 year sounds reasonable. Yeah, that's about, I'm hoping that we could maybe change the tide by the fall. But, looking at these patterns, looking at the pattern is showing me clearly that we need about a year or more of sideways trading before another bull run. We need a year. We have no sideways trading on this bring back this trading view, this chart. There is no sideways trading here. Absolutely nothing sideways here. It's all up and down, up and down. It looks like a bunch of mountains. It's a mountain range here. We need a plane, okay? And we'll get it. We'll get it. It probably will stabilize somewhere around lower 20s, maybe. I would say. Little pumps up and down. You hit up, 32, probably get rejected. Go back to on a 28. Go back to 30. Go back to 25. And it may bleed out to the 20s. And like I said, even into the teens is a possibility. If we go into the teens, I think it's going to be brief. Hopefully, like I said, the cycle could be faster. Slowbo says even next 3 months with huge catalyst or announcement, that space can fly crazy fast. You're right. The market cycles can be a lot faster now in this environment. So, like I said, what took 2 years or even a year could be cut in half or even more. So let's see. But nevertheless, I don't think that we are close to a breakout at all. This, in my opinion, is a dead cat bounce. If you bought, I would be taking profits. I didn't buy yesterday. Okay, but if I did, I'd probably be taking profits today. No one's making money in crypto these days. That's not true. The exchanges are making money. They make money off volume. Some people that shorted are making money. There's some people making money. There's some people, but majority of people are getting clapped, including myself. I'm not gonna lie, guys. My portfolio personally is down. And it's not pretty. But it is what it is. If you're not willing to weather these storms, then who are you when things boom? You're the sucker, right? You're the fish. Cake looking nice. Crow. There's a lot of ones up today. Corporate Mamessia, exchanges do. That's right. Yeah, exchanges make money on volume. Whether things are going up or down, they're making their fees or whatnot. So let's see if there's any other coins. I'm still holding the Hex. I talk about it on all the podcasts, not because I'm a Hex fanboy, although I'm enjoying the narrative and the story. It is entertaining. But I want to make it be clear, okay? Although I think it is the play in the short term, I could buy more, and I haven't. Okay, I mean I have, but I'm not throwing the whole house at it because of the lessons that we've learned. Okay, for all we know, Richard Hart is a fraudster, and he gets clapped as well. I don't know. I'm not the one to decide that. I'm riding the trend. The trend looks favorable right now. And, I'm exposed enough, is what I believe. Totally best times to accumulate, in my opinion, especially for... Hold on, that got cut off. Let me check out especially for folks that FOMO in the run-up. They could average out entries right now, but only a few will, unfortunately. Exactly. I wonder what the NFT bros are going through, where they at. I think a lot of them now are promoting gambling sites or whatever. I seen, a couple of those NFT influencers promoting some NFT related gambling sites, which again, that's going to get people clapped, what was it? Ladies, liquor, and leverage. That's what Hart says, those things. It's true. Ladies, liquor, and leverage, you're going to get clapped. And gambling, leverage, gambling, I guess, and leverage are about the same thing, But yeah, as far as what Slowbo says, as far as DCAing, absolutely. Absolutely. I continue to DCA into the large caps, as far as, weekly buys, small buys. But, that I got on repeat. You guys, I'm not giving advice or anything like that, but I think it's a sound strategy, especially now, to just have a weekly buy of Bitcoin or ETH or just the blue chips, whether it be $5, $10, or whatever, something that every, Monday or Wednesday or Friday or whatever, you always buy no matter what. And, the champ's been doing that for years now. But it's not like I haven't changed the frequency and or the amount. Leverage, Christ's sake, I wouldn't touch that, man. OG for me, only spot trading, top 10, and that's it, blue chips. Yeah, listen, there's a strategy with leverage or whatnot, and there's some people that are good at it, and it's just not for me. Okay, and there's a lot of risk, and you can get clapped. That's all I got to say. Slowbo says answered. He says Bitcoin, ETH, Link, Crow, Matic, IMX, and ADA. Okay, yeah, I like them all. I mean, I like Immutable. That's definitely, it does have a cool value proposition as far as the metaverse blockchain. I still got a bag on Crow. I think on one of those farms over there. And, Cardano obviously is pretty sound. Link is one that's been kind of sleepy this last run. Maybe it kind of breaks out. Fast Horse is good when we get confirmed breakouts. Exactly. Listen, there is gains to be made in swing trading right now. Look, you're seeing green today. I would bet in a day or two, you're going to see red. Right? Like, Solana up 23%, Theta against ETH up 13%. These things, you may see them down this weekend, down 10, 15%, and then they may boom up another 7 or 8% the day after that. So, if you want to try to time and, snipe out some 8, 10, 12% gains, it's possible. It's possible. But again, it's just the overall climate here, bearish. It's bearish, guys. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm a Bitcoin bull. I'm a crypto bull, but this environment is bearish, and you got to call it for what it is. And just wait. Just wait and be patient. Just wait and be patient. And if you believe in these coins, you may want to accumulate some. Shout out to McMahon, Slowbos, the rest of the boomers. Make sure you jump in that Discord. And I'll do another giveaway for the whitelist on the Gold Spades NFTs. We're going to do those free drops. We're going to be continuing to do so. The Meta Games, the Meta Championship. Get yourself a 2022 Meta Championship Ring NFT by collecting either the Medal of Honors and or the Gold Spades that are about to drop. Make sure you go to the Discord for more information. But the drop that's live right now is mohnft.cc. And you go to that website. It will link you to all the information, including the Discord. All right, guys, I'll keep it at that. We've been on for about 30 minutes. I encourage you guys to hit the gym. I hit the gym today. I was tired. I've been tired all week. Okay, I've been tired all week. Probably subconsciously, it's this market as well. I was thinking about, damn, man, I've been tired. I haven't, in real time, I haven't really been sweating the market. But when I woke up today, I was like, man, I've been tired all week. Is it the market, kind of weighing on me? Because, of course, everybody's down to walk around and act like you haven't, took a little hit. That's not true. So, sometimes when you take a hit, you got to kind of rest and recover and you can come back. But as far as panicking, absolutely not. We're OGs. We've been here. And thank God that we were able to pull up early, because some people weren't able to pull up early and they just got into Luna or Terra just a few months ago. There's people that just got into crypto last year. So I'm glad that we're not those, and we're wishing them well. Hopefully they learn some lessons and they're in the right position, so when things swing back around, they can prosper as well. Thanks, champ. I will go boxing this evening. I always feel like a demigod after boxing your gym. Absolutely. It will help me with the mental stress. Slowbo says, much love. I'm out. And great weekend to all. And a great champagne. I appreciate you guys so much. My OG. I think it was JoJo or someone else in the comments yesterday said, champ, it's time to bring back that strong lift 5x5. And listen, I haven't stopped exercising. Am I at 100% on a training schedule? No, but I'm pretty good today. I mean, I worked up to almost 3 plates on the deadlift, which is nothing to brag about, but it's not lightweight. It was 2 plates, a 25 and a 10. So almost 3 plates. So that's what, 305? 305 on the deadlifts, and I was repping it out today, kind of clean. It was fine. I did my 3 or 5 reps. It's definitely feeling better. I'm not where I used to be. I'm not PRing 4 plates or anything, but I'm headed that way. So it's important that you guys, if you're interested in becoming stronger, which you should, in my opinion, tap into a strength training program. If you haven't, Strong Lifts 5x5 is my favorite. I have no affiliation with them. I actually used it several years ago when I got back into training seriously, and it was nothing but a blessing, I'll be honest with you. And I still use most of the core of that program to what I'm doing now. So yeah, Strong Lifts 5x5, guys. It's important to make sure you're, keep that physical on point. And I'll tell you one thing I like about strength training and about nature and things that are outside of the metaverse. Okay, because when it comes to meta, when it comes to crypto, when it comes to these markets, a lot of it is not rational. Okay, and you may follow a certain program and you may follow a certain rule, and you still may not get the results that you think that you should get. Okay, a lot of this is random. Okay, a lot of crypto is like a lottery. Okay, you really don't know. So it's not always based on logic, and that's what a lot of these crypto bros and a lot of these programmers don't understand. A lot of it is cultural, a lot of it is hype, a lot of it is trendy, and there's a lot of chaos involved too. So it's nice to focus on something outside of that, where logic and just showing up gives you results no matter what. And what I mean by that is, like, reality is, if you eat well, okay, if you follow a strict diet, if you pump, you will get gains. Forget about the trends or what the outside world views it. There is a reality there that if you do X, you're going to get Y. And it's pretty clear. Okay. And I like that about the natural world. Okay. When you get into the metaverse, into the media world, into fiction, because meta is fiction. This money is fictional. It's not real. It's just people, they decide it to be real, but it's not tangible. It's not physical. Okay. When you deal in that world, the rules are not so much set in stone. But when you deal with the physical world, like, you know, you need to lift weights. You're not going to, you know, there is no shortcuts. Exactly. There's less there is shortcuts because I guess you could take, you know, performance enhancing drugs. But even if you did, you still need to go to the gym and pump. Even if you took PEDs, you still got to show up to the gym and pump. No shortcuts in reality. You can't order a fit and lean body on Amazon. Yeah. Yeah, and even if you do kind of cut corners with plastic surgery or performance enhancing drugs, you're still going to have to put in some work. So, you know, that's what I'm not saying recommend, but I suggest, you know, and I bring up to you guys, you know, for us that we're always in the internet and the meta space and all this fictional stuff, because it's all fictional, guys. Nothing is real there. You want to deal with reality. Take your shoes off, ground yourself in the dirt, you know, walk in the sun. You know what I mean? Break a little sweat, leave the phone behind for a little bit, even if for an hour or something. Don't be a fatso in the real world playing metaverse as a chat. Exactly. Got a lot of those. You got a lot of those. You know, you may be booming, but like, look, a perfect example. Look at this guy, Richard Hartz. He's doing great in a lot of things. But the dude is fat and it's looking sloppy, okay? And it would be nicer if you were a little bit more on point, eating a little bit better and hitting your 5x5s. And I know he knows about it because I've seen his little squat rack or whatnot. Okay, so, you know, for someone that's talking about longevity all the time, make sure you put up some weight, you know, like hit the squats a little bit. Hit the deadlifts and get, you know, I'm not mad at you guys, you know, eating desserts and stuff. Sometimes, you know, I eat bad too. I've been eating pretty bad, I'll be honest with you. But, you know, you still show up, pull up that weight and keep yourself moving and motivated. Now, so much of this meta game is not real. So much of what you watch on TV, you're watching Netflix all the time, watching the Instagram, the Twitter, all this stuff is not even real. Most of it is completely fiction. It's all fiction. And that's cool, you know? I mean, like, there is a connection with fiction to reality. I understand. I get it, you know what I mean? Like, they dance together. But it's nice to tap out of that sometimes and just get yourself grounded and remember, you know, like, there's other stuff. Take a few more comments and questions. Shout out to the Metamaniacs out there. Make sure you join the Discord, and I'll be doing a giveaway today for more whitelist opportunities for that Gold Spades NFTs. And if you won the giveaway yesterday, I saw, I think it was Adrian, Jojo, some couple of winners yesterday. Just post your addresses in the giveaway channel, and I'll add them to our spreadsheet. And I'll confirm with you when they're added. That way you could delete it if you don't want your address hanging around there. Outside and offline is the base. Yeah, listen, you know, I'm guilty of being online as a lot, be honest with you. But, you know, I try to take off my shoes, if not every day, every other day at least, you know, and go out there and force to show up to the gym. Another one I've been doing too at the gym is just walking. Because since I pull up so early, I usually at the gym at 6 a.m., sometimes earlier. I try to always work out. I'm always at the gym before 8 a.m. Sometimes, most of the time, before 7 a.m. But the routine I've been doing is just walking when I get there. Because sometimes you're still tired from the morning. You're not ready to start ripping 3 plates off the ground. So I'll get this is probably a bad habit, but I get a little energy drink or whatever, and I'll just walk it off. Like today, I walked a mile on like 2.5 or 3. And just cruising, just walk, and hydrate yourself and give yourself a little bit of time to warm up. And it's not about, how far you walked or how fast you walk. I'm just saying, just walking to wake up. And I've been doing that every single time I pull up to the gym. How many people we got listening? That's another thing I stopped checking out. We got 5 people on YouTube. No people on DLive. What's up? Is anybody out here on Twitch? I don't really use Twitch. I have a personal account, and I've used it to watch other people's streams, but I really don't even go there much. But I think there's viewers there. I munch a few burgers and desserts here and there, but I hit the gym and boxing every week. Without that, I die. Online is all fake. You're right. Outside and offline is the base. Shout out to corporate. Sten the Man's here. Says, morning champ, morning boomers. Good morning, Sten. We're here. It's a bloodbath out there. It looks like it's kind of a dead cat bounce, if you ask me. Twitch is more for gamers. Yeah, I know. So was DLive, but, we're a little meta here, and there's a gamification aspect to our drops or whatnot. So, maybe there's an audience that may want to pay attention to the champ. Because let's face it, let's be honest here. YouTube is not showing the champ love. Like I got a strike this week on a video that was over a year old because they said I had a link in it. I don't even know the title of the video. I don't even remember what the link was. But I got another strike, and now I'm on warning. So if I get another strike, I'm going to be put on timeout. For a week plus. So, I don't even know if that could happen because, it probably can, because that video that flagged me and put me into warning zone this week was over a year old. I don't remember that video. Yeah, I got a strike. Yeah, I got another strike here. So, I should be paying attention to other channels like Twitch or whatever. Make a second channel, champ? Like a second YouTube channel? I don't know. For that, I'd probably just go to another network like Twitch or something. And then I will promote it here, obviously. I just can't stream to 2 YouTube channels at the same time. Like, you got to be logged into one or the other. A second YouTube? Yeah. I feel like starting a YouTube from scratch would be, I don't know, like, because you got to understand that this channel's monetized at least. So I'm able to monetize the 50, 100 views that I get every single day here. And even if it's, pennies on the dollar, or if it's just a few dollars, it's attractive, to start a brand new channel on YouTube from scratch when I know they're not probably going to pull me up on the results. I probably would rather spend my time on another, trying to grow on another network. Yeah, so like Twitch. Because, see, like I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I can keep streaming over here to YouTube, but I'm also sending that over to Twitch and building that simultaneously. Because if I opened up another YouTube, I'd abandon this one, which, although I'm not happy with the way I'm being treated here, it's still the base. You know what I mean? It's still the base where most people are. So if I do something separate, it probably will be outside of YouTube to Twitch. That's why I did a Discord. You know what I mean? And of course, I had done a DLive in the past, but that didn't really work out. I'm attracted to blockchain social media. And that's why I really got into D Live and why I was really focused on what's this one? Not was it Theta? Yeah, Theta. You're important for us for crypto OG and original. I don't trust anyone, just a few. I appreciate that. And I'll be here. I just I'm thinking like, you know, how could I actually grow and, you know, expand? And I don't always think about that, but, you know, it's definitely on my mind today. So maybe Twitch. Let's check out this Twitter. I'm always here looking. I'm checking out Richard Hart's Twitter like several times a day because I'm waiting for this pulse chain. Okay? Because I'm waiting for this pulse chain. Talking about flexing watches. Day 2 of 7 days of Richard Hart. Maybe this will culminate with the pulse chain drop. I don't know. But I'm patiently waiting here, guys. Again, I think there's meat on the bones. You know, I don't think that I'm not looking for 100x or anything like that, but I think there's meat on the bones, especially for those that got in very early with the sacrifice phase. I know we were there, you know, the first round, you know, so it's crazy. It's almost been a year already. And I have no idea how that's going to do, but I do expect my idea for the beginning is that, you know, the first few days, there's going to be some green. What happens after that, I don't know. All right, guys, I think I've been on for enough today. I'm going to go ahead and retire the stream. I'll be back on Monday, if not this weekend, if there is something worth streaming about. But if not, I'll be back on Monday. Shout out to Corporate McMahon, the rest of the boomers. I appreciate all you maniacs. Stay strong. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest.